Next up on the mic, the beautiful Gabriella.
Yeah.
The first two aren't poems, are just quotes I made up. One I made up recently after Obama chose Rick Warren to give the invocation. If you want to ban gay marriage, if you don't support a woman's reproductive freedom, if you think we should defer to the Bible rather than to the Constitution, I'm not Obama. I don't have to talk to you. And here's a little poem from a book called The Book of Whispers that I'm working on right now. Whisper number 71. I expect more from you than most expect from their own God, who blind to the wickedness of wind and water is yet rewarded with a flood of faith. But should it be you who fails to master your own mortal flesh, I shall buy those bright red shoes and saunter dreamily all around North Park, past hardware store, past whistles, debunking shamans at our favorite cafe, with my reason and their desire, until this curse becomes your fortune. My second little quote, thank you. Just as those will pass judgments based on prescripts from the 2nd century, so shall those judgments be subject to the scorn of a more progressive society. Thank you. My mother, like Abraham, loves God more than her children. It is easier, after all, to love the God who wounded Adam to make her than the children who left her belly scarred and who never call her enough, even though in her senior years, like God, she is available 24/7 and always was, changing them, feeding them like helpless sparrows in the middle of the night. It is easier, after all, to love a God who wisely invests her tithes in heavenly real estate, or at least makes certain that Pastor Haney can buy a new car for his brood, or his hooker, be it male or female, than to love those open mouths asking for money and never paying it back. Yes, it is easier to love a God who declares himself without question, without choice, the only legitimate deity, than to love all those children who, even as they grow older, still want to know who shines brightest in her eyes. And my last one. Jill and Jill went up the hill to laugh and love and fight and fall and love again, like the rest of us. And they won't stop, they won't rest until at the top they exchange vows before a God at last who's learned his place, presiding over stars, not honeymoons. Thank you.